Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 57. Before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. Okay, now peeps, this video is late. I know, but sometimes life just gets in the way. Anyway, yesterday was Thanksgiving. I'm hoping that everyone had an amazing Thanksgiving with all of their family and friends. And if you are like me, you ate way too much. I ate a lot. And then I ended up sleeping a lot. But anyway, let's get into Love After Lockup. So the show starts off with Nicole, Deante, and Tia.
That makes no sense.
And you just told me you were over her, so.
How the you over her if you gonna go to her wedding as a friend? What, you gonna be a groomsman, a bridesmaid? You might as well put on a dress. That sound dumb as
I would turn and walk away and forget I ever knew Nicole. That's what's gonna help you. My concern is you.
When she got out, what did y'all really share? Nothing. Only thing that you shared was your damn debit card swiping that mother. That's it.
Yeah.
Son, she won't even be intimate with you. Come on. This was nothing but a scheme to get money. All that you ever was to her was a money flow.
Mom, she cried at the sight of me. She's being manipulated.
You can tell when she's being manipulated by someone, but you can't tell when you are.
Ooh.
Now listen, listen. Deante needs to take the advice from his mom and Derek. Now, Derek did a little much. It was a lot. You know, he was pretty much letting Deante know exactly how he felt, using very colorful language in front of Deante's mom, which must have been fine with her. It's the truth. Deante, there's a lot going on with him. Current day, allegedly he's dating Lindsay. Remember weirdo face expressions Lindsay from earlier in the season who was with Scott? She acted up, carved up the man's desk, acted a complete fool, and then arrested again. Well, allegedly, she reached out to Deante before his season even premiered. I guess she saw him in the previews for the upcoming season. She reached out to him, and they have been talking allegedly for 6 months. And also allegedly, in an upcoming season of Love After Lockup or Life After Lockup, we will see the two of them together. She is supposed to be released from prison in March. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, can you imagine? I just want to meet Deante. I just want to FaceTime with Deante. I want to talk to him and say, fella, you deserve better than this. There has got to be some girl, some woman, somewhere in his DMs that is a fine young lady who is upstanding, who wants to love him and have him love her back. Deante, please cut the crap. Stop this. I don't know. This to me seems as if it could be a whole money grab situation to keep Deante on Love After Lockup and to get Lindsay back on Love After Lockup. That's what it sounds like to me. It could absolutely be one of those situations. Also, I would like to say, even if Lindsay gets on the show, if something should happen and Nicole wants Deante back, this is going to be crazy, because I have a feeling that that's exactly what's going to happen. In order for Nicole to stay on the show as well, at some point, her and Lindsay would have to fight over Deante, right? I don't know. Look at me producing the show. Love After Lockup people, call me. I've got storylines galore. Anyway, back to the show. So Deante is clearly emotional over Nicole getting married to Tia. He has this idea in his head that Nicole is nervous. She doesn't really want to do this, and she wants Deante to be there to save her, to stop this from happening. Now look, Deante, it's time to really consider some therapy. It really is. Nicole has gotten herself involved with Tia, and their situation is very unhealthy and unstable and toxic, but it is not your job to get her out of this. His mom was absolutely right with everything she said. This woman has used you. You are so clear to see everybody else's crap, but you can't see what's happening to yourself. You don't see that you are being used. You don't see that you are being tricked. You are the trick. Realize it. You deserve better than this. Stop this. However, one thing that I did not agree with was Derek telling him, yes, go to the wedding, show out, be foolish, act crazy. No, you needed to stay far away from that wedding and mind your business. One thing you could have done was been at a therapy appointment. I'm sure somebody would have fit you in. And Derek stated that he had been married 3 times. I never would have guessed it. He looks extremely young. How long did these marriages last? Love after lockup people. This is another story. We need to get the backstory on why Derek's been married and divorced 3 times. I don't know. Anyway, you guys, I guess we get to see the wedding in tomorrow night's episode. I promise to get you the video for that sooner than this. You know, life happens. Anyway, moving on. Brittany and Ray. So, I just really hate the way Brittany treats Ray. I mean, seriously, he can't pick out his own outfit. He's not allowed to go down to his cousin's house down the street. I mean, the man is just treated terribly. This is just crazy. Then Brittany's mom arrives, and this woman and her judgmental self, and I hate to say this, I was not a fan of her wig. Moving on. I'm sorry, that was rude, but I wasn't a fan of that wig.
Just want to make sure you're okay for her, because seems like you had a little struggle. You mean like the pharmacy would be closed and then so y'all go rob a pharmacy?
It was not robbery. It wasn't
not?
robbery. It wasn't we were going there with guns or nothing like that. So it would be closed. It was more like a burglary.
Y'all would break in the pharmacy.
So I have a restitution that I have to pay. And the restitution is $143,000.
I could go to some private university or something with that. That's big for us, Ray. We know that people make mistakes and we believe in redemption, but it's okay if it's somebody else's daughter, but this is my daughter. So I'm a little bit worried because I don't know how all that baggage is going to impact you.
She says that she doesn't like to judge people and she believes that everyone deserves a second chance. And then as soon as she said that, she says, but not with her daughter. And I said, well, then you don't truly believe that. You don't truly believe that everyone deserves a second chance. You know, I was on the fence with it because I understand what she's saying. She just doesn't want bad things to happen for her daughter, which I totally get. But I also think that you're being really hard on Ray and you're not being hard on your daughter at all. I mean, you want to know why Ray is talking to your daughter, what makes him seek out somebody from prison, but you have to ask yourself, what made your daughter seek to be in a relationship with somebody who was in prison? You know, don't be so harsh on Ray without looking at your daughter at the same time. Am I wrong about that? Am I looking at this the wrong way? And the whole time she's sitting there judging him, acting as if she doesn't understand the difference between robbery and burglary, and how she couldn't comprehend that the pharmacies were closed and they would break in there. Ma'am, what's so hard to understand about that? The pharmacy, you know, your local CVS, Walgreens, Dwayne Reed, you know, it was closed. The lights was off, the doors was locked. You know, and him and his friends in black hoodies, you know, and maybe a little ski mask, broke the door open, took some pharmaceuticals and left. You know, that is burglary. I don't know. I mean, what is wrong with me? Anyway, I thought that she was very harsh and unfair to him. And then when they got around to the restitution, you know, he was letting her know that he was making his payments. I can totally understand her being concerned. $140,000, that's a lot of money. That's a really nice home. That's college tuition. You know, you can do a lot with $140,000. So I totally get it. And she doesn't want her daughter to be responsible for his restitution. However, your daughter has decided that this is the man she wants to have children with and be married to. So if she wants to have children and be married to him, she's going to have some sort of involvement with this man's repayment of his restitution. Now, I'm not saying that she has to pay it because I don't think she should. But what I'm saying is it's going to come from their household income some kind of way. You know what I mean? And she knows it. She knows about the restitution. When she found out about it, she had every opportunity to say, Ray, I'm out because I don't want to be involved with you paying back this restitution. I don't want to have to worry about our home front not being able to make ends meet because you are using majority of your check to pay back this restitution. This was her choice. Not to mention the whole time she was talking to him, her face looked so mean. Like she had scrunched up her face, and I mean, it was a lot. Brittany's mom was just doing too much for me. Diane, stop that. I was thinking to myself, why doesn't Ray just go back to his grandma? You know, just pack up your stuff and head on over to your grandmother's house. Get your probation changed to your grandmother's house. Anyway, after that, we see Brittany trying to convince Ray that it's a good idea for them to go off to Miami to celebrate her birthday. And he tells her that he has to reach out to his parole officer because he has to get permission to leave the state. And she rolls her eyes or acts like, well, you better go ahead and do it because I want to go. I want to get out. I want to go to the clubs. I want to pop bottles. And I said, the man couldn't go down the street to his cousin's house, but he can go to Miami Beach with you and pop bottles. Girl, priorities. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, they did show some clips of her packing her suitcases. I don't know if Ray got permission and he is going or if she's just going. I have no idea, but Ray has his reservations. He does not want to be locked up, you know, out of state. Brittany, I don't know. I really do not think that they make a great couple. We'll see what happens. Puppy and Amber. So Puppy stops by to visit her mom. Her mom has been sick and going through chemotherapy. When she goes to visit her mom's out doing yard work. And I was wondering, was her mom really out doing yard work, or is this set up because her mom doesn't want people in the house? Because the last couple times the show has been to her mom's house, they've been outside each time. So I'm thinking that maybe her mom is just not wanting the Love After Lockup people in the house. But they sat out in the front yard and had a little conversation.
When he was in the hospital and stuff, my parole officer came out here. And she issued a warrant out for my arrest because told him I didn't live here.
You've got a warrant now?
Mm-hmm.
And I have not changed my address. I stay with my boyfriend a lot, but I haven't moved in with him.
I'm looking at 2 years.
Turn yourself in.
What I thought was, if your mom is going through all of this, chemotherapy, maybe radiation or dialysis, something like that, she shouldn't be outside cleaning up the yard at all. Puppy should be there helping her mom, taking care of her, making sure that she's taking her medications on time, making sure that she's eating, getting her to and from her doctor's appointments. As I have said, we only get the one mom. I mean, get out there and take care of your mother. You know, she lets her mom know about the warrant she has out for her arrest. Now, honey, listen. You are not about to play this, I still live at my mom's, but I'm over Eric's. No, you don't live there. You return every night to Eric's house, which is a violation of your parole, and you knew that. You absolutely knew that. And instead of being a grown-up and contacting your probation officer or contacting an attorney and turning yourself in, trying to figure out what you can do to stay out of jail, you keep prolonging it, making it worse for yourself and worse for your mama. Your mom is scared to death that you're gonna go off to jail and she's gonna pass away while you're in jail and never get to see you again. Grow up. Her mom asked her to turn herself in, but no. I'm not going back to jail. I've given all the time I'm gonna give to jail. Really? Well, you should have turned over Eric's address to be paroled there, but you can't because I believe he's a felon as well, maybe, allegedly. And if you can't live there, that's fine. Invite him over to your mama's house. Spend the night once or twice a week, but don't move in over there. You know that's against the rules. Puppy, you should be more concerned about your mama's health and over here with your mom than stuck up Eric's crazy butt. Puppy then calls Amber and lets Amber know that she told her mom about the warrant she has out for her arrest, and her mom wants her to turn herself in. Amber tells her that she will reach out to her parole officer to find out if there's any information that she can get that may help Puppy stay out of jail. Well, at least somebody is looking into something because Puppy and Eric are on a whole nother planet. And this absolute idiot proposes to her through text messaging. Oh, it's so romantic. Let me tell you, honey, please, future husband of mine, don't you ever ask me to marry you through text message. Never. okay? That's not cute or appropriate, especially when you're on the couch, not 2 feet from me. Stop it. Anyway, please be a little more creative, sir, whoever you are. Anyway, Eric is a complete idiot. She agrees to marry him, and then he says that he's not going to let her go back to jail, so they'll just go on the run. Okay, somebody please reach out to John and Christiana and let them know that there's a new Bonnie and Clyde I don't love after Lockup. I'm just saying, John and Christiana, you've been replaced. Puppy and Eric are the new Bonnie and Clyde, the new idiots. Anyway, I don't care what happens between these people. As I've said before, love after Lockup, please, please stop with the Puppy and Amber. I've had it. Then we go to Sean and Sarah. Sarah, Lord. This woman has decided to move in with Sean, her and her 2 puppies and her daughter. I said her mom must be somewhere fit to be tied. I tell you what, no ma'am. Just ridiculous. You know, she does say that her mom's upset, and I get it. I get it. This woman has raised this little girl for the last 6 years of her life. And you get out of jail for a couple of months and you moved in with this weirdo and brought my baby too? The baby stays with me if that was my granddaughter. I'm sorry. I've been raising her and I don't know Sean. And as a matter of fact, you don't either. So this baby needs to stay here with me. Am I wrong? Get down in the comments, peeps. Would I be wrong if I was Sarah's mom for keeping a little girl? And I'm not saying keep her forever, but keep her until I felt comfortable that Sean was a decent man. I'm just saying. Sean goes out and makes a beautiful purchase. He buys a really beautiful bed for Sarah's daughter, Abby. And she loved it. It has like a little fort underneath it or something. Anyway, it looks really cute. I still just do not agree in bringing a little girl into a household with a man that you barely know, in my opinion. I also thought to myself, it would be a little awkward for me if I was one of Sean's kids. You know what I mean? Here you have packed up, left our hometown, moved to Cincinnati, Ohio, with this woman that you don't hardly know and her daughter, and being a stepdaddy to her. Current day, you are married to this woman and she is pregnant with your 7th child, a total of 8 children. I don't know. I would love to know how Sean's children feel about this situation, and I would really like to know how Kelly feels about the situation.
You know, I have 6 already, so.
That's how you're gonna answer that question?
You all right?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Sorry. I just didn't appreciate how Sean answered that question because it is something that we both allegedly wanted. I thought...
I'm sorry to upset you. You know
just shut up.
It was, do you guys want to have kids together? You have enough kids, is what you said. So keep your kids with Kelly and leave me out of it.
Then obviously I misunderstood the question, so I'm sorry. Okay?
Do not touch me.
I'm saying.
Do you want to have kids with me? That was questions, and you said no, you don't need any more.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Then I misunderstood that part of the question.
You need to just get back to Kelly or Destiny or whoever the else is in the picture.
I'm not going to work.
So, you know, Sean is a liar. Sean knew exactly what the question was. Sean lies all the time, and she even says it like, sure, you always don't understand. Then she lets him know, go back to Kelly, go back to Destiny or whoever else, which this big blow up, I thought she was just doing too much. I really did. It did not cause for tears and a full-on tantrum, especially since you are still with him. Girl, please cut the theatrics. We are over it. Moving on to another drama queen slash princess slash girl going about your business, Lacey and Shane. So Lacey, and has anybody else thought that she is not using her real voice? Does anybody else think that she is pulling this voice out of nowhere? It's like vocally fried from hell. And I don't think that's her real voice. I just can't believe it. Anyway, she's going through the motions. Oh, Shane, can't we do everything to put our family back together? And I don't want anybody else, and you don't want anybody else. We have to do what we have to do to put our relationship back together.
You know, I love him, and I'm not willing to give up. Can we start fresh, please? Because I don't want anybody else. I love you. I don't want another man.
Listen now, honey. The best thing that ever happened in this relationship was that beautiful baby. That baby is, oh, she is so gorgeous. And there is something about those little cheeks. I just love them. Summer is a most beautiful baby. And Lacey's other children, they are so beautiful and precious. Those are 4 children that deserve the best. I'm just saying, Lacey and Shane and John, whoever their father is, the whole family, they have got to do better for the sake of these children. Everybody needs a little therapy. This is just too much. I don't know if this is for the money from being on the show or if this is who these people really are. But if this is who you really are, please do better. 48 hours after this conversation, Shane ends up in jail.
Okay, go ahead.
Shane and I, we got in a really, really huge fight. He asked me if John and I have been talking behind his back, and I just told him I needed to get away from this. So I called John up, and we go to a bar, and we have drinks, and we're having a great time. One of the best times in a while. And then we ended up having sex. All night.
Listen, I just, this whole thing is ridiculous to me. So you went from wanting your family, wanting things to work out, to telling Shane that you've been talking to John, to some sort of illegal, alleged domestic violence situation popping off, to Shane getting arrested, to you hanging out with John having the sex all night, which you made sure that we knew it was all night. That's a lot of yuck to me. I mean, what? I thought you said that you wanted to work things out with him. You're a liar. Number 2, what is wrong with him? Buddy, you put your hands on some woman. What is going on? I don't even know the full story. Allegedly, you don't put your hands on no woman. And then, John, what happened to your girlfriend? Is her name Kelly? What happened to your girlfriend who you said was such a good woman and she keeps you clean and everything? What? In current day, listen, Shane and Lacey are getting a divorce. John and Lacey are moving full speed ahead. Girl, bye. This relationship is absolutely crazy between all of them. I don't understand this couple. I don't want to understand this couple, but what I would like is to never see you guys again. I'm just saying, I would like to see you guys again on the Where Are They Now episode and find out that everyone has been through counseling and everyone is happy and healthy and sober. That's what I want. Otherwise, Love After Lockup people, please stop doing this to us. We don't deserve this. We don't deserve Lacey and Shane and John or Puppy and Amber. We don't. Anyway, I'm looking forward to tonight's episode. You guys get down in the comments to let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.